So, here is something I picked up at Walmart yesterday. And I just opened it, and this is kind of cool. Because, well, for those of you who are Beatles fans, you might be familiar with this album. Now, what they did here is several things. They repackaged this album onto CD, and I'm going to show you how this packaging works. Basically, they put a spine on here, okay, and this was wrapped in plastic, and once the plastic comes off, you can take the spine off. And what is happening here is, this is not a cover. This is a sticker. Okay, and for those of you Beatles fans, you might have caught a glimpse of what's underneath here. For those of you who are Beatles fans, this album had two covers to it when it was released in America. It eventually ended up with this cover that you see here. But what happened was they released another cover originally that was kind of a little controversial and kind of ahead of its time. And here's the cover. Here's what they did with the packaging. And this is what I was saying was cool. This was the original cover for this album. And, somewhat weird, somewhat surreal, whatnot. And one of the first time, one of the times during the mid '60s that the Beatles were actually smiling during a cover shoot. So basically, what you have there is that, and this original cover is a sticker that I would, if I wanted to, I could peel that off and cover, put that on that cover. Now, there's more to this. Rid of that label, that sticker here. There's more. Now, when I bought this, there's a corner to this. It's kind of botched up a little bit. You might be able to see it. You might not be able to. But the spine looks a lot like the old LP labeling that they did in the 60s. And the back looks just like the old album, the original that they released in the 60s, and it had this verbiage and these little photos and whatnot, and the song listings and everything on the back cover. So what also happens here is, and I might zoom in on this a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, here we go. So, all right. I might have to put the camera down a little for a short time. Let me see. Maybe not. So, there's an inside to this. And let me put this down real quick. So, okay. So, this is the inside. This is the CD. And it looks like the old Parlophone cover, capital label. Parlophone. Sorry, Apple and capital label. Inside label that they had on the LP, the original LP. This is mono stereo. And this can actually be played. What did this say? Yesterday and today, presented on CD in both mono and stereo for the first time. So, I believe, yeah. So, I'm not sure how that works, but anyway, it has the record sleeve that came with this album at the time, which was in 1966, and it has exactly the same graphics that they used, same verbiage and whatnot. So, anyway, that's something that I picked up at Walmart. I'm not sure where else you could pick this up. I'm sure any place that still sells CDs has something like this. So, Interesting stuff. Later.